think it's really crap that I have to do this, but I'm going to put in a disclaimer because I've had so many messages from people, DMs, comments, like, don't you dare try Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, don't stoop to that level, don't give that woman any publicity, and all of that stuff. I get it, people are mad at her, I get why. I completely get why. But today I am just focusing on a formula, on a product. I use Jeffree Star, I use Kat Von D, I sometimes use Lime Crime. All of those brands, in my opinion, are hugely problematic. I still use and appreciate the makeup, so that's all I'm doing with this. If you don't like Jaclyn, if you don't like her makeup, if you don't like me using it, just keep it to yourself. Honestly, keep it to yourself, please. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new around these parts, hi, welcome. My name is Missa. I like to wear a lot of makeup. Don't be alarmed. It washes off. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Why not? So a while ago I got a DM on Instagram from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics and they said, we want to send you something, and I was like, okay, please. And obviously, as you can see by the title, it's the highlighters. I didn't expect to get the PR package that the big people got, but I did think I'd maybe get more than one thing to play with. I guess two technically, and I really was hoping for like each formula in my skin tone so I could at least do like a full review, but I've only got one to play with. But I'm not ungrateful. I mean PR is a privilege, it is not a right. I don't think anyone can demand or get upset when they don't get something for free. It's not normal. I got quite offended when I saw quite a few people get annoyed that they didn't get everything, and I was like, nobody owes you anything. So whilst I am a tad disappointed I can't try everything, I'm very excited to try this because I'm pretty sure it's sold out. I was gonna buy the highlighter palette and the loose powder so that I could do a full review, but they're not on Morphe UK website, annoyingly. Apparently they're only in stores. Anyway, I'm boring myself. Let's get into it. So I have a brush and one of the loose setting powders. They did get the skin tone right, I feel. I think this is the lightest one. I'm very, very pale. So this is the loose highlighter. This is in the shade Extra. You get 4 grams. And then I also have what I assume is the corresponding brush, which is called the J03 highlighter brush, which is like a teeny tiny fan brush, and I'm really into fan brushes right now. However, I will say, although it's very soft, I don't think I'm gonna like this brush. I think it's gonna be too dense for how I would apply loose highlighter, and also I really don't, I think from there up it looks fine, but I think the handle with its like clear and then glitter looks really cheap. That's just my opinion. However, I would say this, I think, looks really expensive. This looks premium, and it is expensive, so you should hope for that. This shade looks really nice. I'm intrigued to see if it's gonna match me. That's what it looks like. Oh, wow. Wow. I think this is actually her most blinding formula, like out of all 3. And I would say that is pretty intense. Very pale. It's got a lovely, I would say, champagne, like silver champagne reflect to it. I'm going to try the brush first. I'm going to pick up a little bit. Just going to use it dry. And I'm going to try this on my chin because I'm really scared about putting this on my cheek. I've obviously got all my makeup on. I used all matte products except on my eyes. And my skin looks like garbage, so I'm not doing a close-up. Good job, I like a lot of highlight on my chin. One of my biggest issues is that light highlighters, pale highlighters, give me a really bad like grey cast. So we'll see if this does that. I shouldn't have done my lips already. This brush, it actually does feel like really nice using it. Let's put a bit here. Can't see, can you? I'm honestly avoiding my cheeks because I'm a little bit scared of putting this on and ruining all my makeup. That is pretty. Okay, let's do the face. I'll try this brush I don't feel like I'm gonna like it on my face. I need to get my fringe out of the way, don't I? Really feels though, like on the back of my hand, very finely milled, and it also doesn't have glitter in it, like big chunks of glitter, which I'm liking. I don't particularly like glittery highlighters, although I can use them because I don't mind. Okay. It's very pretty. I feel like as you blend it, it's not so crazy, which is good because it was a little intense to start off with. It's very nice. Is it giving me a cast? A tiny bit, a tiny bit, a tiny bit, a tiny bit. I'm gonna grab a different brush just to do the other side. My fringe is too short to do a cute side fringe, so don't judge me. I'm going to use this Crown C529 just because I don't want to use another fan brush. I want to see what a more dense brush will do. I feel like you can see it better on this side. Maybe because of the brush. I also feel like, just from looking in my mirror over there, it already looks softer and more diffused with a different brush than with the brush that was provided. I probably wouldn't have bought any of the brushes, like if I could have bought things. I mean, I could have, I just wasn't ready for the launch. Yeah, I just feel like with that brush, you can't really blend it out and really soften it. Whereas with a different brush, you can. Now I do the thing that Jaclyn Hill does. I put it like right here on my cheek, so I smile. And then at the like very top of my cheek, I put highlight. I just think it makes your whole face glow so beautifully. Some here. I forgot to say, ignore my brows. I dyed them this morning. So they're looking very severe, but they will get better looking when they die down. For my nose, I typically always use my Morphe M321, I think it's called. It's rubbed off this because this one's really old. Let's see. Oh gosh, it's so intense. Not complaining. I'll put a little bit in my inner corners as well because I left them bare. I'll list all the rest of my makeup down in the description box if you're wondering. Painting on with this tiny little brush is making it so intense. I think it's just so small and so dense. It's just like really packing it on. I mean, I look like a disco ball, but I love that. I'm just gonna blend out this side a bit more. I don't like that brush. I don't think I'll ever use that brush again. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit more blush on because I actually prefer putting blush on after highlight. I feel like it blends everything better. I'm using Benefit Dandelion. I don't really use loose highlighters that much just because I find them honestly a little bit intimidating, just because I'm always worried I'm going to mess it up or I'm going to put it on my brush and then it's just going to go all over my face and I'll just be glowing all over where I don't even want to be. But I will say this felt like I could control it really, really well, and it wasn't like just puffing off into the world. It was kind of just going where I wanted it. But actually, I do feel like that shade suits me really, really well. I would happily go out with this shade on many, many times. I'll try out a new highlighter and I would have to wash my face because it gives me such a cast. I wouldn't want to go outside with like a grey stripe down the side of my face. So I mean, on first impressions, very pleased with it. My skin looks like glass. It is glowing so beautifully, and I know I put quite a lot on, and I'm sure many of you wouldn't put this much highlight on, or you wouldn't put it here or things like that. I'm trying to wait for the sirens to die down. But for me and my preferences, I really like it, but it is just a first impression. I mean, highlight though is one of those things that you kind of know. It's not like a foundation that you need to wear throughout the day and really test the formula, or like a liquid lipstick. It's one of those things that you know right away if you kind of like it or don't. I mean, it might fade throughout the day, but I can just reapply it. I like it on first impressions, and I'm really glad I have it. So thank you so much, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. I do really appreciate it, and you're probably going to see me use this quite a lot, because I feel like even at my palest, this suits me, which is usually not the case. I really want to get the big loose powder that I think it's like a loose setting powder that's really illuminating, and if you know me, you know I love like powdering with illuminating products, so I really want to buy that if I can, if it comes back. I don't know if it will. Anyway, yeah, on first impressions, I think it's really pretty. I love how glowy my skin looks. I don't really feel complete if I've not got enough highlight on for 400 people. So yeah, happy. What do you think? Let me know if you've tried the big like illuminating setting powder, if I need to get that, if I can, because I really want that. Or let me know if you will try anything or won't. I know I have a lot of people that have told me, don't make a video on it, Melissa, don't, but I wanted to. So yeah, that is all from me today. Short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Leave me a comment down below, because I do try and reply to all of my comments. Ow, cricked my finger. And subscribe, because it's a polite thing to do, and the internet's not a very nice place. I want to of course say a massive thank you to my Patreons. Thank you guys so much for supporting me on Patreon as well as on here. I hope you are enjoying the lives that we're doing now, and yeah, just thank you so much for your support. I think you know that right now more than ever is just hugely appreciated. And if you want to become a Patreon, the link is in the description box. You can join from $1 a month, and yeah, just watch me blunder about on a live for an hour every week, maybe more than once. If you can't or don't want to become a Patreon, please don't worry about it. Just watching my channel is a massive support, especially if you subscribe. And on that note, I'm gonna piss off, and I hope I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.